Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. It is going to be HyperDesi versus Kniter. Woohoo! I love Kniter. He's one of my favorite players of all time. He just recently joined Convergence Gaming. Notice by his new little tag there, cvgKnighter. That guy's a phenomenal player. He is definitely going places. And talk about commitment, man. Now, I don't know tons about HyperDesi, but clearly he is a master-level player, as we see here in the brackets and such. And he told me that in the chat as well. But it is going to be a phenomenal matchup here. It is Protoss versus Zerg. Desi going to be pink. He is up here in the top right-hand corner down here. In the bottom right is Kniter. He is the yellow Protoss. Looks like he is going to go ahead and work on a wall off here on his high ground. Now, the cool thing about this map is that you can take a fairly easy... Whoops. But he is going to be sending his probe up here. I actually accidentally hit /R and sent that message to somebody else first. That was funny and embarrassing, but that's all right. cvgKnighter going to be cruising up here. He does find his opponent and going to try and figure it out. Doesn't like the map. I don't blame him, but I mean, this is a nice macro map. And for Zerg players, it really has got a lot of potential to be fairly easy for them to macro up in a very, very big way. Mystery. Okay, so cool thing, I was trying to get to this earlier. Sorry about all my admin stuff here, but I got to take care of a couple things on occasion. Kniter can wall this off and still take a fast expand, even without taking a forge potentially. Now that is kind of cool. So he is going to be working on that here right away. He does have his cyber core going down, but the cool thing is that you do have this in the back of your base. It's a very, very easy expansion to take. Looks like Desi going to be opting for this one out in the front. Cool. And we do have our spawning pool already complete, but the cool thing for him, I'm interested to see why he's choosing this position. And look at that. Oh, that's why. It's because Kniter blocked this position here, so Desi's just like, whatever. I got two bases I can pick from. I might as well take this one. That way, if I am streaming Lings out across the map, it'll be that much closer to my opponent. It's kind of a cool map, though. It's very big, though. It is enormous, actually. I mean, look at this the walking distance. This guy's got a long hike ahead of him here before he makes it to his opponent's base. Ooh, look at those pretty little glowing plants. Nice. He's going to cruise up here to the top of this ramp. There is already a zealot ready and waiting to block this guy's entry into the base. Kniter in phenomenal position here. Looks like he's going to have one Ling beating down his pylon, though, up here in this forward position. And he is taking his expansion right now, right next to another glowing plant. Boy, that's a really pretty plant. I'd put that in a fish tank or something, or in a terrarium, if I could find one of those. Those are awesome. Looks like Kniter going to have 23 probes right now to 23 drones, so fairly even economies here. 2 base to 2 base. Desi did get this hatchery up and running just a little bit sooner, but that's not going to be a huge deal moving forward. All in all, it looks to be fairly standard play, though, from both players. Third base going down here for Desi, going to be very easy to defend these positions. I mean, he's only got to defend this one choke from the ground to deal with that. You do see, though, a lot of players going air on this map just because these bases, while they're fairly easy to defend on the ground, look how they're actually fairly far apart in general. I mean, that's actually not that close to your natural. I mean, there are maps that are just a little bit further, but usually most maps, your positioning are a little bit closer between bases like this. So kind of an interesting thing to note there. Notice that Kniter going to be grabbing double gas here. Looks like he is dead serious about going some tech here momentarily. We'll see what it's going to be. In the meantime, Desi going to be working on some spine crawlers here. Kind of interesting. Let's just check back in on that units tab. 32 drones right now to 27 probes. Kniter going to have to be catching up just a little bit, but all in all, he's not in bad shape. Desi's third about to complete. And we're going to have some phenomenal matchup on our hands here momentarily. This is a great tournament map, though. I mean, I understand why Knightr doesn't like it. You don't get to play it on the ladder very often. Actually, none at all, because it's not a ladder map. But it's a a big Korean tournament map, and they play just a little bit differently than we do, and sometimes, and at least it's viewed that way. And their map style is definitely a little bit different. I mean, this is an enormous map, so. But we do have a whole bunch of Evo chambers going down here, as well as a Roach Warren. Going to be grabbing his Zergling speed here for HyperDesi. Does have a couple spine crawlers down here for defense. Still droning up here pretty dang hard. 40 drones to 37. 46 now to 37. In pretty good shape. Looks like it's about time for Knightr to really be picking his serious tech. Looks like it is going to be Stargates, and it is not just one, not just two, but three. 3 Stargates here. Going to be kind of interesting. So airplay, like I was mentioning, a great way to do it on this map because those bases are so far apart. It makes it difficult to deal with very mobile air, and so he may even go for a whole bunch of Phoenix here, like mass Phoenix, and just really put the pressure on his opponent with mass Phoenix. I think is probably actually a good idea. Notice he's watching the back of his base and such. Got these guys on patrol here, watching all the spots where a Zerg player would go for a Nidus Worm drop or something like that. It's really, really smart play. Oh, wow, he's going for mass voids here off 3 Stargates on 2 base. Whoa. So Knightr going to be pushing these suckers out. Notice all the chrono going down. He's been saving up a little bit of chrono there. Zergling trying to poke up there to see what's going on, but I don't believe he's seen that. No, he hasn't seen anything beyond there. He is not even a single clue what's going on in his opponent's base right now. So Knightr, while he is also playing a little blind, HyperDesi is super blind to what's headed his way. So let's just take a look and see how he is geared up for AA. He does have a token spore crawler here, which I think is always smart, especially if you are playing blind after the 8-minute mark. You just have to have a spore crawler, either for detection or for AA. But those, just one, not quite going to be enough here. And moving forward, he's going to have to consider getting a couple more. Looks like more chronos going down. We're going to see some Phoenix coming out behind these voids here as well. But this is definitely mass air. I'm liking this quite a bit. He could even grab some upgrades for him. That'd be fun. I love the air upgrades. It really makes these units super fun to deal with. But there they go. 6 voids headed out across the field. Channel the light of Ire. What do they say? Can't remember. I can't remember. They've got some nice little quotes, though. And off they go. Looks like they are going to hit this third first. In the meantime, a couple roaches going to be cruising out across the map here. Desi going to try and figure out what's going on with these roaches. Going to try and poke up that ramp. He hasn't seen tons of units here at that ramp when he poked up with that Ling. And in the meantime, this Void Rays, going to be starting to charge up here. Guess what they're charging up on? Nice little micro there from that Void Ray. We've got plenty of Phoenix now going to be joining this party, and Void Ray's charged up. This base is going to go down. Wow, nice play here from Knightr. Are these roaches going to cruise up here? Yes, they are. They are going to be burrowing up. Oh, nice play here. Desi with the counterattack, but he is going to have a lot of troubles with these units. These Void Rays all still charged up. Going to be cruising forward. The AA going to be picked up. Oh my goodness, this is a beautiful attack here from Knightr. Can pick up just about all of these Hydras here. In the meantime, these roaches have made it into this position. All he needs really is just one Void Ray here or so to deal with these guys. But these Voids still up here in this main doing a heck of a lot of damage. Where'd they go? Actually, did they die? Looks like they may have died somewhere along the line. A whole bunch of Hydras or something picked them off or something. Wow. So some serious losses there from Knightr. Now Knightr going to be in just a little bit of trouble. He's got to deal with these guys here fairly quickly. As they focus down this Nexus, here comes your Phoenix to deal with these guys. Wow, Nexus does go down, so good snipe there from Desi. Desi turning the tides there. I like that counterattack with the roaches. He's actually getting a lot done with very little here. Going to be cruising down here to this position. Is he going to focus down probes, or is he going to focus down the Nexus? He is focusing down probes, and Knightr going to have a little bit of trouble with this. It looks like he's not even reacting there appropriately, I don't think. Would like to see him move these guys out of the way. In the meantime, he is going to be sending out some Phoenix. check back in on those guys here momentarily, but it looks like these guys have cleaned out the whole entire mineral line here. Knight's economy in absolute shambles right now, and Desi's still mining off 2 base and really utilizing these burrowed roaches here. Super effective. Back here at your Phoenix, these guys going to be picking off queens. Going to try and supply block Desi here, doing a pretty dang good job. Good AA here, though. Looks like they are going to be lifted up there fairly quickly, trying to take them down without taking too many losses. Not a bad little deal. Oh, a couple of their Phoenix do go down. Looks like there's plenty of Hydras now out on the field to deal with that. Back the oh wow, these roaches back at it here. Knightr having a little bit of trouble with this little counterattack here. Still having trouble cleaning this out. He's just got to get some detection out. Man, he needs that observer so badly right now. So very badly. There's his observer. And another base going down here for Desi. Desi going to be in phenomenal shape, man. Nice stuff. Roach is trying to burrow away, but not quite going to happen. Looks like they are going to unburrow and try and disappear themselves, but the Phoenix is going to swoop in here and take these suckers down. Here comes your Hydra Roach push, though. Desi in phenomenal shape here, I think. Uh-oh. Got to make this happen. He's going to have to defend here out the high ground, so he does have the potential to be able to hold this off. He's going to need probably some good force fields, though. Oh, nope, he's going to just force field here on the low ground. That works, too. Trying to defend this Nexus, I guess, is a smart move as well. Mortal going to be picking up a couple kills, but too many units here for Desi, I think. GG, well played. Wow. Too bad. Knightr says he just doesn't know this map well enough. I don't blame him, man, but it's a tough map regardless for Protoss sometimes. So, interesting stuff. But thank you guys for coming out. Grats to Desi. He will be moving on. Taking out Knightr is not a picnic, that's for sure. And that was a strong push from Knightr. So, great stuff. Thank you guys for coming out. Don't tab always on StarCraft. We'll catch you guys in our next game.